Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Christina Lister, and if I look a little bit less in the light than usual, it is because we had a power outage last night and the computer that I use as my light source got unplugged and it has not been plugged in again yet. But yeah, summer reading. I finished Dark Fever. I thought it was okay. I didn't love it. I feel like I could have done with fewer descriptions of the main character's clothing and more like world building. And I thought the whole enemies to lovers thing that the author was going for was very heavy-handed. But yeah, the world building we did get was decent. I appreciated that it was not a fairy smut book as I had feared it was going to be. Though if you're planning to read this book, there are sequels, which I don't know if I'm gonna read, but I haven't yet. So take caution if you are interested in this series but uninterested in fairy smut, because it could very well be coming in a later book. But yes, I did start another book, another 25 before 25 book to be precise, and that would be The Sacred Lies of Minnow Bly by Stephanie Oakes. And I am actually quite enjoying the book so far. It is somewhat reminiscent to me of my favorite book, which is called Agnes at the End of the World. They both have themes of like cults and religious fanaticism, and yeah. Though I will say I think Minnow Bly might be a little bit darker even than Agnes at the End of the World, and Agnes at the End of the World is not like a light novel. I mean, it's not overly dark. I don't think I would have liked it if it was. It's been a while since I've read it, so please forgive me. But yeah. In this one, a girl, the main girl, Minnow, her hands get cut off because she disobeyed the cult leader. Yeah, she's just hanging out this whole time with stumps. It's surprisingly more plot relevant than you'd think, that she does not have hands because she's in juvenile detention, and they weren't able to fingerprint her because she doesn't have fingers. It has been 20 days since I have filmed any sort of content for this YouTube channel. And summer reading is over, you guys. It's done. Trust me, if you had had the past 3 weeks that I've had, you would understand why the content had not been coming out. I kind of got slammed with work and rehearsal. So yeah, let's talk about all the books I read. First up, we've got my 2-month-long reads, Patron Saints of Nothing and When You Call My Name. Patron Saints of Nothing, I am really enjoying so far. It's a more serious book, but it's easy to get into. The characters are interesting and likable. When You Call My Name is a little bit harder because they switch between POVs rapidly, and it's hard to see what the connection is between them. The Sacred Lies of Minnow Bly, I enjoyed. It reminded me a little bit of my favorite book, Agnes at the End of the World, in that they both involve some cult nonsense. But Sacred Lies is more realistic than Agnes at the End of the World is. So yeah. I also read another 25 before 25 book, The Lightning Thief by Rick Riordan, and Y'all, this book was not as funny as you wanted me to believe it was. Maybe it's just because I'm not the target audience. It's not even that I didn't like the story, because I did. I kind of knew the broad strokes going in because I'm familiar with the movie and the musical. Not so much with the TV show. I watched like a couple episodes, but um, the rest of it got watched while I was in college and I wasn't there. Um, but yeah, I think it's a compelling story. Um, Percy himself is very easy to root for, but it wasn't that funny. I also read the entire T-Dragon trilogy by Kay O'Neill, which sounds very impressive until you realize that they are all graphic novels under 200 pages. I liked these books. I thought they were cute. I thought they were fun. Um, yeah, the dragons themselves were very cute. Next up, we have Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmis. Now, based off the title, you might think that this was like a science romance book. It's not. It's a little bit hard to categorize genre-wise, actually. It kind of just details a long list of the main character, Elizabeth's emotional traumas. I don't think I've ever read anything like this before, but I'm not mad about it. I did like it. And finally, we have the final book, my 50th book of the year, The Escape Game by Marissa Meyer and Tamara Moss. It is a little reminiscent of some books that I did not enjoy as much, specifically Six Must Die and Glorious Rivals, in the sense that they're all about like puzzles, and the connection with Six Must Die is especially strong because they're both specifically about escape rooms and then murders happening in escape rooms. I will say I'm liking it more than I liked either of the books I compared it to. Though there's 4 main characters, which is not inherently a problem. The problem comes from the fact that the one main character, Sierra, she's a little corny. She's trying a little too hard to be edgy. And that is it for summer reading. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You're the best!